I guess we'll see. Hopefully we'll figure it out. But they picked their maps and banned their maps and picked their champs. So we can just go right in. That was my subtle cue. Thanks a lot, guy in the ear.
I'm so lost. What are we even doing?
It's a hip-hop band? Says No Mere Teddy. Yolt's the Incredible Yolk.
The Incredible Yolk. Wow.
Ronkler, the new BattleRekt champion.
Oh, God. Oh, God. All right. Ronkler, 2-1-3, 2-1-3, and Xanax going at it against Joltz, Nye, and Iska. Best of 3 maps, win score 5. We're getting it going. For first place here.
2-3's going to get healed up. Just getting it. Dodging enough for Ronkler, sorry. Get the spacebar on him. We will see the silence. Oh, 2-3 will get the counter on Joltz, who's now stuck in there. But they weren't able to steal the orb. Joltz will get it.
First orb there. Oh, burns Xanox on the counter. But Randler is there to just heal him up. No problems. Nothing too committal yet.
Nye actually using his spacebar defensively in that situation. Oh, with no spacebar, he has to use his zap to try and burst out of that ultimate. We will see all the juice for Randler down. He will not have any EXs for quite some time. Can they get this orb? They will not. They will lose the second orb as well.
Oh, Joltz actually takes a ton of damage for that trade, but on the exit, 2-1-3, 2-1-3 actually takes a fair bit of damage on his own.
Joltz, we've actually seen him use his ultimate quite a bit, but he will be in cap for quite some time. He might want to use some energy soon before he overflows a bit too much on all the stuff he's been landing. Oh, he gets 2-1-3 and the orb.
Nice.
That is 3 orbs for them.
Good timing on that. Joltz had placed it before the orb spawned, but knew exactly what the timing was and was able to get it on the tail end of that. So that's just some pretty good energy efficiency. Oh, nice Toxic Goo. Oh, Varesh has suspended his own ultimate. He's going to get 3 hits on there, actually 4, because he actually cleaved through Nye and Iska. That's going to give a lot of pressure, and Xanox did really well there, but 2-1-3, 2-1-3 is in a bit of trouble.
They do secure that orb.
Oh!
Get them a bit of energy, but it's going to pull Randler in.
Just one shot, there it is. Closes out the kill. Intolerant to make the first kill happen. He gets the first round as a result of it. First blood. Bonus gold?
It got pretty close. Sorry, I was munching.
What were you munching on?
A cheese square.
A cheese
A
square.
little block of cheese. Well, it's technically 3D cheese. I guess a cheese cube.
A cheese cube.
A cheese square is like
accurate description.
like a single, like American craft single. That's a square of cheese, and then you get your little cubes, your little hors d'oeuvre cubes. First round going to Intolerant. It got kind of close there, but the final chunks of damage was just a bit too much for MyCon.
Other side being spent on 2-1-3, 2-1-3. Gonna try to put some pressure onto the front line of Intolerant. But, oh, Deadly Eject actually does land a 2-1-3, 2-1-3. He's continuing to take damage. 1 health on the orb. Didn't get it,
And
but the Chaos Grip
gets
lands.
it.
Still more cooldowns having to be forced out here by Randler. Trying to sustain through, and the ultimate is gonna really help Xanox pick back up. But so much what? They're just doing damage. Randler's healing. The ultimate was there. Xanox is still taking damage.
He's gonna have to ultimate literally just to not die. Xanox, you're crazy! Why would you end there? Right between Joltz and Nye. Nye's just gonna keep hunting him down.
Now 2-1-3, 2-1-3 will fall. I can't believe they're just pressing buttons on their keyboard and mouse. They're having a good time. Meanwhile, Broken Cop is just crying.
You know, just surfing the web, enjoying themselves, getting wrecked.
Getting wrecked. I mean, look at how much damage they put. That's ridiculous. Randler was literally sitting there. I mean, we know that Paloma is not a very good burst healer, right? That's just not something that Paloma does very well. Paloma is about sustained healing, not necessarily about just fighting throughput. She can heal a lot, but it's over time.
I'm going to break out my handy-dandy calculator and tell you exactly how much that team just did in damage total.
Are we surprised? No.
But with Joltz and Nye and Iska just all contributing to dealing damage.
1,737 damage from Intolerant that round. Do you understand how stupid that is?
That's so much.
Just to give you an idea, that's 1737. Remember that, okay? 1737. And the total health for the other team in general, 660. They did over 3 times. Wait, close to 3 times. Just under 3 times. That's insane. Their total health pool. Now we're going to see 2 and 3. He really wants to get in there and do that damage.
Oh my god, the stun, the taser! The taser is too strong. Oh my god, loses half its health in an instant. Never underestimate. Don't get tased. Really not healthy. Ultimate here for Xenox is actually going to be... Oh, no, but he takes the risk.
And the zap barrier.
Crippling Goo onto Randler. He actually doesn't have a lot of cooldowns, but just walks out of it.
They just cannot deal with
this. Oh, the taser again!
From all sides!
Fairy is out.
What is a 3D version of a trailer park combo? Because that's what's going on right now.
Oh my goodness, Xenox is real low. Another time the taser, every single time the taser happens, they just start losing chunks of health. And now Jolts is playing aggressive. Tombstone is down. The counter on Xenox. Randler needs to connect the healing. Misses the Spirit Guide as well. Missile coming through. There's a Chaos Grip. Goodbye. 2 and 3.
Oh, Ronkler Xenox!
Oh, Xenox is just about dead. Other side gets spent on Randler. He's going to spend the second ultimate. Gets pulled into the Crippling Goo again. This is just too brutal right now.
Spirit Guide!
I'm just so amazingly awesome.
Get pulled.
I think the big issue is the opportunity for Jolts and Nye and Iska to just stand and channel damage. There doesn't seem to be any pressure that's forcing either of them to kite or shift positioning. They're able to sit down, hold their positioning, and just continue pelting Broken Comp. And despite the fact that Randler is actually hardly CC'd at all, it's mostly the DPS targets that are being CC'd. You can't keep up with the healing.
Who do you pick, you know? What target do you pick? With so much shield that can be placed on everyone. Jolts and 2 and 3 going at it at the bottom. He actually lost the trade there. 2 and 3 kept a lot of his health.
Yeah, 2 and 3
Panic,
actually played out
and
those
a pull.
cooldowns pretty well. That's actually going to earn them the orb.
2 and 3. And just got, like, manhandled there for a second. He got rooted and then pulled and also panicked. All consecutively. Oh, he thundered him. Oh, Jolts actually took a lot of damage there, followed by a root, and another hammer still has static on him. But 2 and 3 actually wants to go for orb this time instead of initiating, which might be smart. He's going to get pulled in, and then broke the Petrify with the M2 so that his ultimate got full damage. Well played.
What a trade, and still so much damage. Oh my god. Heal! Heal for goodness sake, Randler. Oh no, you can't keep up all your teammates. Randler is just having to turn left and right all which ways. And there's just not enough to actually save him. Save his teammates, rather. Now 2 and 3, 2 and 3 will fall. 4-0. Oh no is right.
Oh no!
Ronkler and Xanax are just being donkeyed right now.
Just the sentence, Ronkler and Xanax are being donkeyed. Out of context, what a weird quote, you know? Even if I'm just over here eating some cheese cubes.
4-0. Oh, that's actually
Easy.
a good opener there from 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Getting
2 and
a
3.
And we clean. Oh no, but
God,
don't take damage on the exit.
Disgusting. 2 and 3 is just really struggling to get in there, and as soon as he does, they either jump away from him or just mitigate all those shields. He just can't lock on right now. They will get that first orb, so it could give them a little bit of an advantage going into the next minute or so, but they still have to be careful. Jolts now has no spacebar, so he's going to have to poke from a distance, but we will probably see him charge up that M2 very shortly. Here it comes. He's going to flick it down, but he baited out the R from Varesh, and oh my, what a perfectly placed Toxic Goo.
The taser stun is doing real well right now.
Oh, goodbye, Iska.
Oh, Iska just a little bit. He walks away. He has healing flash. Heal yourself. Heal yourself. It's too dangerous out there. But 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Oh, cooked. Get cooked. Oh my goodness. Other side on himself. Now Xanox and Randler have a few cooldowns and they get panicked out. Jolts is just going ham. Fairy is down, but Xanox falls. Now it's just Randler. 5-0. We've got a 5-0 on our hands.
We don't see this happen very often, especially on the Europe side of things.
That is very one-sided and intolerant for some reason. Maybe it's just them warming up against these Varesh Paloma comps as they've moved through the brackets. But they are full steam ahead.
Oh, this cheese is struggling to stay down after watching such a brutal murder. Massacre. It's a bloody massacre. My stomach is weak. My stomach is weak. Well friggin' played by them, though. I got to give it to him. I mean, when watching, it almost hurt to watch 2 and 3 there. It looks like, I mean, I know he's crazy good. Honestly, he's actually one of the first players that really caught my eye when we first started the show. As Bako and Rakan, one of the most mechanically sound players pretty much in the game. His flicks were asinine. Everything he did was crazy. So to see him struggle to connect and get that damage consistently, which we know Freya is really good at. She just sticks to you, right? She usually just right on top of you. She puts the static on you, just starts wailing on you. As soon as you think you're away from damage, she then applies static again or consumes it for a bigger shield so you can't deal damage to her. But she's just struggling so hard to stand because as soon as she does, they either just are like, okay, bye, and just jump away, or like just enough shields happen to where she can't do much, and then she gets tasered, and then just leave her alone again, and then kill all of her friends. And then Freya's left all alone.
That's a very sad story. Yeah, I think Eva is kind of the perfect character as well because you can bypass the counter. So that's less of what
so
you
can
have to
Esmo. They
worry
both have the same style of shift M1 between the flamethrower and the heal that Esmo has. Both of them, they will not proc counters. They act as AoE. You know, they're effective in the game. Essentially, things in the game are either treated as projectiles or AoE. Right? I think it's just those two. Yeah.
Swings.
So counters will only get procced by a projectile, or I guess a swing, right? Swings.
Yeah.
An M1 melee swing's kind of a projectile is the way it's treated.
Ish, it doesn't get reflected.
It won't get reflected. You'll just get stunned instead, but it will proc counters. So yeah, I guess a swing is the third one. Yeah. But you can only proc counters with swings and projectiles, and you can't by AoE. So the Shift M1, the Flamethrower from Eva, and the... What is it called? I'm forgetting Esmo's Shift M1. Siphon?
Life.
The Life Siphon?
I don't know. Let's see.
Something Siphon, I think.
Can't see.
I think there's a in
you
there.
should know these names. There's a did you say? Gross.
Oh, man, every time I cast this show, something gets in my eye. Something every single time. You want a cheese cube?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay.
We got cheese cubes. We got cheese cubes all over the place. Guy in our ears is coming over here stealing cheese cubes when we're off camera.
Show them the cheese cube.
Cheese cubes?
Yeah.
They're these. For those of you that don't know what a little cheese cube is, a little cheese cube. They're delicious.
They don't crunch.
I don't know about nutritious, but they're delicious.
Cheese is great. Why is cheese so good?
I actually don't know. Cheese is my favorite food group.
People are still flipping us off.
Jolt's finally made a new one for us.
Thank you, Jolts.
Thank you, Jolt's. You know what? From a creative aspect, I'll give you that. Because I called you out and you called me right back out. And this spam at least kind of makes me giggle when I look at it. D-Moon, you want a cheese cube?
Giggle?
Here, I'll give you a cheese cube.
Are you just going to throw it? Please do not throw it. Oh my god.
There you go, buddy. Cheese cube. I'm not going to hit the camera. The camera
hit the camera.
The camera was worth more than I make in 3 years, but...
Camera is worth more than me as a person.
I'm not going to hit it with a cheese cube. But there you go, D-Moon. So they're picking their champs now. They already banned their maps earlier.
They're thinking real hard.
5-0 sweep. We don't see that very often, especially in the European side of things. But we just don't see it in the finals of many things.
5-0.
I'm expecting a team comp swap. So there's a few champs that I saw 2-3 play early on here in the BattleRekt, in our BattleRekt career, in our show, whatever you're gonna call this. Bako and Rakan.
Yes.
He's nuts. Now we haven't seen Bako in a long time. He did get changed a bit. He was really strong, and we saw him almost every game. Then he got altered. His hitboxes changed a little bit. His battle rights changed a bit, so he just didn't have the same kind of chain combos. You spoke a little bit earlier about no one really having combos of their own and being able to secure a lot. Bako was a bit too much. He could chain CC him by himself for like 3 seconds. It was pretty insane. So they dulled that down a bit, so he needs a little bit of help if he wants to get the chain CC. So we don't see him nearly as much. So I'm curious to know if he's going to pick Rakan or Bako, because we did just see him on Freya, and we will see Bako.
It's time.
It does get really quiet when we switch over to this.
Randler, Xanox, and 2-1-3, 2-1-3 on Plumba, Fresh, and Bako. Now, how will this change? They gain Bulwark. They gain War Stomp with the incapacity. They also gain the
War Shout.
War Shout.
War Shout it's actually kind of insane. It's 40 shield to himself and everyone around him.
It's a lot.
So it's an effective 120 if
Here
he
he
gets
comes.
everybody in himself.
Here comes 213, 213, and he ain't stopping.
Oh, the other side's actually going to protect him because he wouldn't be able to bulwark in time. Now you see he will try and get that axe. He won't get it. He's going to be rooted and just stuck to take damage from Jolts. Oh, the bulwark went out, but he has to be careful. A little bit too early. The Tome of Destruction came out
look at
shortly
that
after.
coordination on the center orb, just instantly took it. And that's going to give them a good lead in this particular round. Not a lot of damage being able to be put onto...
Oh, nice in cap. It will get broken. The Paloma ult will help 2-3 stay in there aggressively. But we will see the counter ultimate from Lucy. The Bulwark's going to mitigate a bit of damage. I think a Bulwark on a couple of really strong abilities can put them in a really nice spot. 2-3 does have his ultimate, but he knows they probably can all dodge it right now, as it is a relatively projected, but he's actually going to go, just misses Jolts. He will still get the AoE on Iska, who tried to actually read that and rolled into it. Unfortunate for him, and now Knight's going to have to deal with the Bako in his face.
Jolts actually did quite a lot of damage to Xanox as a return, and so that trade wasn't actually too bad for him. Barrier and Arcane Barrier are going to be used at the same time, but now Jolts is trying to leash some health. He knows he needs to survive. He's actually going to be able to get out of there and get green candy. Iska might be in a little bit of trouble trying to dispel debuffs here.
Well timed, knowing the Bulwark is about to be off cooldown.
Oh, nice use of the... Oh my god, that taser, or rather, yeah, the taser with the tractor beam was actually so well placed. We'll be able to make the first kill.
They're doing a great job of reading all these Bulwarks.
Oh, the flick! Look at the flick of that wrist.
The flick actually being something that 2-3 showed us very early on in BattleRekt. Oh, he didn't get it. No, he did get it. Oh,
wow.
He did, but it's not going to keep him alive.
Oh!
No! Ronkler, you couldn't help him.
Don't tase me, bro. It was Ronkler's fault. He got hit by the taser, bounced over to 2-1-3, 2-1-3, and 2-1-3 wasn't ready for it. Oh my goodness. Got bounced, got tased. Get wrecked.
We just don't mix.
The BattleRekt Salt Miner. BattleRekt Battle Miner.
Rector.
Look at all these titles.
Battle Mine
ESL
Salt
Monthly
Rector.
Champion titles. I don't know. I kind of like that BattleRekt Salt Miner title, you know? I might be biased, but I think it's pretty sweet.
BattleRekt Salt Miner.
Jolts won that sweet
in
title
the finals now.
from taking our Season 1.
All the other salt miners in the EU got eliminated.
Oh, that's true. He's the last Salt Miner alive.
Yes. The last salt.
And he's mining some salt in this. The sound's on 2-3, but the shield's going to protect him from a lot of that.
Oh, gets countered up. Barrier and Zap applied to Jolts, and he's going to have a ton of mitigation on him. 2-3, 2-3 into the fray, but taking quite a bit of damage. Gets panicked away. Deadly Inject on him as well. And the orb will go over to Intolerant. That's a big loss for Broken Comp. Now continue to put on pressure. Interesting spot. It seems like Broken Comp is going really aggressive right now. Iska taking a lot of damage, tries to roll out of the way. But Esmo might punish that. Oh no, Iska gets shattered on it. Nice combo from Xanox. And that's exactly what they need. The moment of aggression that Broken Comp chose was exactly the right time. They landed a lot of cleave damage, put Jolts in a lot of trouble, and then punished Iska for it. Even with Iska rolling out, Xanox was able to follow with a triple hit teleports, or rather with a triple hit ultimate into the Shatter.
They might be able to secure this, but Jolts, almost shredding down 2-3 early on. They couldn't get that orb. It will get secured by Broken Comp, trying to keep that lead. We'll see the in cap, the ultimate from Esmo. Then we're going to see a war shout. It's going to protect them all. Nah, it's not going to be able to do this. So the more I've been playing different champs, the more I've been exploring this game. A couple of interactions that I find really interesting. 2-3 built Adrenaline Rush on Bako, which essentially, after he uses his spacebar, his Valiant Leap, his next M1, his War Axe, will get 10 bonus damage. Now, what I find interesting is it's actually the next War Axe to make contact. If you miss, it stays.
Wow.
Which is not like any other charged M1s.
That's
in the
very
game.
generous.
Which I think is actually pretty cool. Now, it's got about a 5 or 6 second leeway. If you don't use it in a certain amount of time, it actually just goes away. But I do find it interesting that you can completely miss, and it's not going to go away. It's the next one that makes contact, which is an interesting mechanic. And I'm curious to know as to why it's different.
It's interesting. Well,
He Jolts in 2-3. Oh, there it is. He finally baited out the Bulwark. And now he might get pulled back. Instead, he's actually going to let his teammate go.
Ooh, Iska tried to land the Panic Flash, and that would have been good if he did. Gets a stun onto Xanox. They'll be able to do a little bit of split damage here, but Deadly Inject does go out to 2-1-3, and he loses a lot of health for it, but they do get the orb.
Good in cap. Oh, there it is. He does get the bonus damage on that final M1, but the Zap is going to protect Nye from a good bit of damage. The barrier on Esmo, he will get a good pull.
This third round.
Ultimate. Oh, here comes 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1 on every single one of them. He spread it out. Everyone's got the double debuffs. They can target who they want now.
That's actually a lot of stat decrease there, but Iska is able to actually clarity a lot of it out. Double Petrify into the rocket, more damage being taken by Xanox, and he's going to need to use his teleport pretty soon, I feel like. He cancels the other side, wants to be really aggressive, and they might be able to trade out some damage, but Nye gets out of there. Chaos Grip coming, but
oh no, another Whip's ultimate from Bako. They're going to try and take it. Oh, the Bulwark's going to go. It's going to protect him from some damage. Oh, until the other side came back off of cooldown. Very well played by him just to get the escape. He's going to try and jump down on Nye. Nye forced to jump in a defensive position, and finally, he puts that throw right back on the Jolts. The charged M2, 2-1-3, Bulwarks it back at him, followed by the hammer, or the axe, I should say, and then cap on their support. There's the ultimate, letting the first one hit. Paloma using that offensively this time.
Xanox actually whipped his ultimate, and there was a lot of meter available. Iska actually gets taken by 2-1-3's ultimate, and this is getting to be real dangerous. He needs to heal himself, but needs to keep Jolts alive. And the second...
Whoa, what a sick Shift E.
Second round up for Broken Comp. Now, the third round is an interesting one to look at just in terms of battle rights, because in many ways, Eva gets stronger because you get the application of the stun on your tractor beam, but by the same token, 2-1-3 also letting some key battle rights of his own. Now he has the War Axe boost, he has War Shout as well, boosting his abilities, and just in general, 2-1-3 becomes a much more dangerous character. Rather, Bako becomes a much more dangerous character. And moving on into this fourth round, you get a lot more utility out of Varesh with his debuffs. And I think the tasks that Intolerant has in front of them is just getting more and more difficult.
The Bulwark gets wasted, but as does... Oh, Paloma! Rockler!
Oh, God.
Rockler actually just got completely shredded. That was just a mistake. Not having that other side. We will see the end cap, but I don't know if 2-3 is going to be able to get out of this one. He does secure the orb for his team, but to what end? He's now going to get Deadly Inject. He has to use his War Shot just to not get finished off by it. We're going to see 1,
oh, watch
2,
out.
almost 3, but he knew he wasn't able to reach Schultz, so he actually went for 9 instead. 2-3 has nothing left. He's going to get cooked. Cooked.
Baked.
We have also been taught, I will be the first to admit, I am a garbage Shifu, but apparently his counter works very similarly. When he gets the charge from his counter, he can miss his M1 as well.
There it is.
So, fun fact.
Fun fact.
So there's 2. I don't play him, so I can rightfully admit I had absolutely no idea how that worked. When I just see him on me, I'm like, oh God! And I just punch my keyboard until I'm away and free.
The game needs to make sure that Shifu players can get maximum damage.
Oh, just missed that. But oh, he will actually put the panic right back onto Lucy. Oh, that's going to go on Jolts. Jolts has no more spacebar. This could be the counter. Look at that, the burst.
Oh, finally gets out of there, but he lost so much health.
Jolts, you don't even, don't you dare.
He's going to be playing from the back line. Gets a little bit of candy. It's going to help him tide him over just a little bit. Goes to get some more resources here. But there's not going to be really a punish. Oh, wow, they tried to use the EX space, but Jolts has mobility now. And the barrier gets incapacitated. Dispel on that. Oh,
the arcane barrier just taking him out of that smash into the wall.
Iska with a clutch dispel there. Just save that. Oh, Rattler takes the ultimate to the face, and now you're about to get told a story. Book comes out. Jolts reads him.
Didn't everyone tell Ronkler to read up on his material? Oh no, he just got his spacebar. He wasn't able to finish him off. 2-1-3 is going to go down.
Wow.
Oh my, this is a lot closer than the 5-0 we saw. But 2 rounds away, Intolerant might take this 2 maps to none. Remember, it is a best of 3 map. So Intolerant up 1 map.
They had such a good opening. They did so much damage to Jolts, but Jolts was able to kite away and just find 2 big openings back to back.
And I can't believe that Randler actually got hit by that tome. Maybe he just was not expecting how much meter Jolts had in the pocket. He did collect the 2 yellow candies, and I believe they had center orb as well, so Jolts played out the situation incredibly smartly, despite the fact that he took such a beating in the early game.
Oh, he has built up enough for some energy. 2 and 3. We might see some min caps going from him. He does like using his War Stomp, but the first orb is going to get given over to Intolerant. Get given over.
Get given over. Nye versus Xanox right now, and Xanox nearly shatters them. Yeah, he's actually going to use Zap to take off the debuffs, and Xanox committed to the teleport.
What a swap from Paloma to not take the damage down by the Esmo ultimate.
Iska! Oh, he avoids the last hit. That could have been really bad. Oh, but Eva falls. Actually, such a dangerous situation for both Xanox and Eva. And Nye.
Oh, got him. You're done.
I actually think that that was so close. Xanox, I think if Jolts was in a better position, and if Randler, I mean, so many little things. Randler with a swap saving himself barely. Xanox in a bad position if Jolts was actually up north with his team.
I wish you could have seen that.
Xanox would have died.
I know they were too spread out, so it's hard to have it all on screen. But Jolts ulted Ronkler, who had no more iframe. He didn't have his other side, but he still had his spacebar. And since it takes too long for a spacebar to go out and then press it again, he actually used his EX spacebar to swap with Jolts and use that as the iframe to not take ult damage. How crazy.
Good use of that cooldown. And that
well timed, well executed.
Super big, and I think the fact that Randler was able to execute that really saved them that round. So they're now tied 3 and 3.
Oh, getting 2 on the end cap. It's going to break on Nyes immediately, but they will use that bonus damage on the jump to secure the orb. 2 and 3 now, trying to get the pressure on. He's going to go pick up a little bit of candies. Jolts puts the ultimate down. It's going to pull. Oh, the other side gets there just in time. A double in cap, though.
Oh my god, Randler takes a lot of damage and has to use his spacebar to try to swap to get out of there. But Nye gets a stun. Toxic. Oh god, they're stunned! Oh man, that wobble cut. Absolutely pristine. And Randler gets annihilated.
Keeping this one much closer. 1 round to 1 round, back and forth. Going toe to toe. Foot to foot, heel to heel, fist to fist.
Just one more on the verge of elimination. Broken Comp making their way over to the finals, but about to be shut down by Intolerant. I believe this will be the first win for either of these teams in BattleRekt. They've been doing relatively well. Intolerant has been doing relatively well since its inception, but they've not been close to a championship. And I think this might be the day that they do take that first place finish. Oh, get out of there, but the stun does land. It's on Xanox. The counter, oh, but Jolts avoids it.
He's hit 2 and 3, trying to get the push in. He did get body blocked from that orb, but he was able to deal a good bit of damage and not take much at all in return. Each guy's going to have to use his roll to get away, but he's going to get jumped right back in on.
Oh, nice use of the Zap to take out the Incapacity and also provide a little bit of mitigation, but Iska is still in trouble. Now the barrier comes up. Good petrifying bolt.
There's so much shields. He was able to get it, though. He was able to get the final blow, but will they get the cross kill?
Nice. Good pressure on the side of Broken Comp, but they're actually very close to making the cross kill happen.
Look at that. Just turning their
taser,
completely shredding through him. He has to R away. He just got the shield up. Xanox, will you get hunted? You're going to counter through some of that. Jolts, they get the cross kill.
Oh, Jolts is 10.
Nye's going to have to body block for him.
He has 10 in the chamber. Nye doesn't have cooldowns. He jumps away just barely. Got to go for the candy with the Zap. Oh my god, this game is a lot closer than it seems. There's a lot of butter, and there's not very much for... Oh, they get the orb! Oh no! No, not like this!
Range, just
not like this! Please do not choke. Do not lose this Broken Comp.
Nice bulwark!
Don't hit yourself.
But now you're gonna get pulled in!
No! He has a jump. He has a jump.
He does. He has enough energy. Oh, no, he just used it. That might be a bad idea. His
Randler
bulwark will be up very soon.
Though. They're going to get the center orb, and candy is available too. Oh, they deny the candy too. Nye and Jolts are just gaining sustain.
Will they keep this up? Can they finish this off? This will be it. If they win this, they're going to be our champions today. I'm going with $200.
The poke has been better on the side of Broken Comp, however. Nye actually got pushed down really low. Jolts spends one. I think this is a pretty good initiation on the side of Broken Comp, but they need to make a connection happen. And actually, the Incapacitate, other side gets spent. Oh no, Jolts just a little bit too eager.
He does still have some energy, though. He did. Man, I'm losing all my words.
Oh, why is he's trying to Chaos Grip one, and he gets the orb. He puts the Tombstone down because he wants to pull the orb in and take it down fast. Sudden death.
Nye wants to incap. Oh, Nye wants to incap so bad. He does get Paloma. Pushes her out as well. 2 and 3.
The swap. There's no ultimate. That might have been the big mistake. Rattler.
Make him jump. Now we might see a shifty. Push him out. Push him into the darkness.
Oh, the taser.
There it is.
Bounce.
He did it. He was able to kill Nye.
Oh no! And I think Nye just sabotaged himself, hitting the taser into the bulwark, disabled any kind of use of spells or abilities.
Oh, and getting just out of there.
Oh my god!
Oh, wee, buddy.
Oh my god! The taser. It reflected back onto Nye, bounced onto Jolts, stunned up Jolts. Oh my god.
Don't do this to me, guys. Round 9. If MyCon Broken Com can do this, they will stay alive. But Intolerant want to end this while they have the chance. Everything has to be executed as properly as possible. And oh, that M2 gets eaten up by a counter for Xanox, but now he's caught on the wrong side of the field.
Nice dispel.
Take a look at the damage he's taking.
Would have been extremely bad for Jolts if he had not been dispelled on the debuffs.
Nice push from 2 and 3, but they still don't secure it.
They get the orb. This is a lot of pressure right now, and they're making all the right choices here. But here comes 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Whoa! What? 2 and the petrifying bolt from his. I can't believe it.
No!
Everything just went wrong in that split second. Every single thing went wrong for Broken Comp. 2 and 3, 2 and 3 jumped in.
The ultimate. No.
He got
That's gonna be it.
Incapacitate. The petrifying bolt landed. 2 and 3, 2 and 3 got mulched.
Oh, this has been such a great game. Such a great map. All the way to round 9, but Intolerant are going to take this 2-0 in the series. Congratulations to them. I cannot believe 2 and 3 just got destroyed. Yeah, I want to see it again. Guy in my ear. Thanks for asking.
Jumped in every
I want to see what went wrong. But give me a good amount of space before so we can see what led up into it. I want to see what happened.
One of the big things here that really saved Intolerant was the fact that with Lucy and Eva, you have double dispels available. That was so key, both for taking away CC that Bako can put onto your team, as well as taking away debuffs that Varesh applies. Varesh countered in, got double debuffs onto Jolts, had the Shatter, and it was good. The aiming was good, the mechanics were good, but instantly dispelled the debuffs off. So then the Shatter does little to no damage, does not get the snare, does not get the silence, does not get anything off of it, and then Xanox is a target for a lot of pressure, and so Xanox then has to back off, and a lot of good cooldown trading comes as a result of that for Intolerant. Pushes them into the corner, Jolts goes aggressive and comes around the bend, and then 2 and 3, 2 and 3 sees that as his opportunity to try to turn the tides. He feels the pressure, he sees he needs to make something happen, jumps over, lands actually the War Stomp, but then a second dispel comes off, frees up Jolts, he can do a ton of damage, and right at that time Iska hits the petrifying bolt, and 2 and 3, 2 and 3 already got collapsed on by Nye, as well as Jolts, and it was just over at that point. Just everything in that split second, right after 2 and 3, 2 and 3 jumped, everything went wrong.
Now let's just watch everything you just said, because I think it'll be easier.
I can.
I think it might be a bit easier.
So
good push, actually, but they don't secure it. It was taken by the flamethrower.
Yeah, and that's actually really key, too, because that's going to give them just that little extra bit of energy that they need to make this happen. Look at Nye jumping in aggressively, and he's going to try to come around this corner here, and it's right when that jump happens, look at that. The Petrify occurs.
Oh, my God. Oh. The full Tome of Destruction into the back, followed by a bunch of M1 shotguns from 9 point blank.
It's just that situation of, like, the